Today I am painting my Lord Solar. I am working on the base right now. It is a River Titan. It's the smallest Titan of the Adeptus Titanicus, which is a subfaction of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I think, at least, I don't know the most about the Admechs, but yeah. I like Titans though, and I like Knights. I have a Knight that I'm working on. It is painting it in an Iron Warrior paint scheme. I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but this is my Lord Solar. I was gonna show my mom, and it dropped and the hand broke off there. I have really bad eyes, so I cannot see if this is good or not, if you can see it. I'm gonna watch it through later, so if it's too bad, then I am gonna just put in some pictures, I guess, or just film a little bit closer. But yeah, right now I'm working on the base. I'm thinking maybe just snow around it, because I haven't got anything around here yet, and I think snow would just like fit nice. My worry is that it's gonna be too white, so you won't really see details, but I have like red scribblings as like, I don't know, something to the Chaos Gods on it, on here, and a star. What I want to talk about, I don't really just want to talk about Warhammer. I had a lot of plans of what to talk about before I started this. Now everything, I don't know where's oh my, I'm not gonna edit this. I am just gonna look stupid, I guess. Like I mentioned, my eyes are very bad, which is probably not good for someone who paints a lot. Not usually, I wear glasses. I'm supposed to wear glasses, but they're kind of uncomfortable, so I don't remember them a lot. Right now, I don't know what I want to do on it. I want to put snow, maybe, but that's not yet. I want to do that last, because I don't want to get any paint on snow. Well, my mind is just gone blank now. I had so many thoughts of what to talk about, but now I really don't know. I mean, it's my first video of myself that I ever post, so I mean, it's not gonna be the greatest anyway, because it's my first video, so it doesn't matter. I just wanna have fun and paint right now. I think I'm gonna work on this, which is, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's like a broken building. I went for the red and blue color scheme on this guy. I tried to make him look like a knight, like how knights are like depicted in medieval art, like with a little bit flair of Warhammer. I gave him a purple cape with beige under it, and then some beige on here on the other side as well. And I took this and put some gold on the cape as well to make it a little bit shiny, make him look like a real diva, which I imagine he is. I imagine that's his personality. He really seems like one, at least. I've started using oh my god, here is the camera. This is like a piece of a sponge that I took, the sponges that you use to clean stuff with. I hate the texture of them, but you know, art demands sacrifice. In paint, there is no paint without pain, you know? Speaking of, I hurt myself on my miniatures quite often, because a lot of the ones that I have very pointy things on them. Like I paint chaos sometimes Chaos Astartes have a lot of like horns. I have actually started bleeding because like of hitting myself on them or like just touching them by accident. I don't really know what color to go for on the rock, or not the rock, but like it's supposed to be stone, I imagine. I kind of want to have it something, a cold color, to make it go with the head of the Reaver Titan and stand out from my Lord Solar, because my Lord Solar is very colorful because he's a diva. I also want to put a little bit shine on it because rocks, like, they're not pure, so they have crystals in them. That's why like there's small like shiny pieces on the rock, which is the crystals. I like rocks, they are cool. My favorite rock slash gem is a peridot. I like it because I like the color green. Green is my favorite color. I also like Peridot from the Steven Universe show. I used to watch Steven Universe a lot. I've watched all of it. There's gonna be a new Steven Universe series, which is Lars of the Stars, I think it's supposed to be called. I'm pretty excited for that. I think the main antagonist is gonna be Green Emerald, which again, my favorite color is green. I really struggle with finding what to say now. I had so many ideas, like 100 thoughts an hour last night when I was thinking about it. I was thinking about maybe uploading then, but it was late and my mom was sleeping, so I didn't want to wake her up. I don't know what color I want to mix it with. I want to mix a lot of colors, and like I want it to be colorful, but I want it to have a lot of different shades on it to make it look interesting, because it's gonna look boring if it's just one color. And I like when my painting looks good. I'm drinking coffee because I slept pretty bad today. I sleep pretty bad most days. I have like sleeping problems. I also have problems with talking. But I thought it would be good for me to just, because now I'm just talking to no one, now I'm talking to myself. It's kind of comforting, really. I do talk to myself sometimes in my normal life. It's not about anything special. I don't know why I do it. I just do. I just do. Probably because I'm so lonely. I don't have any friends. No one loves me. I'm alone. I am joking. I was joking. I do have some friends. I have pretty nice friends. I like my friends. I have trouble with keeping friends though, because I am pretty bad at answering sometimes. Sometimes I can take literally months to answer someone. I try to do my best to talk with people. I mean, I don't really feel a need to talk with people. I like being like on my own as well. Like, I like my own company. That's very good to like yourself, I think, but it's also good to hate yourself. Hate is the strongest motivator. It's also the thing that unites most people. That's like why there's so much hate in religion, I think, because it unites people. People are like, hey, I hate this, and then other people are like, yeah, I also hate that, and then they're like, do you want to be friends? I don't think religion would be bad, like that is bad on its own. Like, spirituality, that's good, like go for it, dude. I also like, because it's supposed to make you a better person. But I don't think if you want to be a better person, you shouldn't like do it through spirituality, because then, like for example, if you are Christian and you are a good person because you want to get into heaven, then you're not really a good person. You just pretend to be a good person. You should be a good person because that is the right thing to do. That is the best for everyone. I think you should strive to do the greatest amount of good for everyone. Like in, for example, Warhammer 40k, the Tau, I don't really like the Tau. I don't have anything against them. I just don't like their models that much, because they're like fish people, and it's I think they look weird. They have some cool robots though, but it's not my vibe. I like the Grimdark vibe. Normally I paint Grimdark, but today and yesterday and recently I painted the Lord Solar, because I felt like doing some color, man. It has been like way too long, because what I mostly paint is Imperial Guard, and I painted Grimdark Imperial Guard. Right now I am also working on some Death Corps of Krieg. These guys. Yeah, I am going to find a better way to show off these. I also had to decide between getting my full head in the view or my painting. And I want to paint and talk at the same time, so I thought that it would be best if people can see what I am painting, if people want to watch. I don't really care about people watching, really. I just do this because I thought it would be fun. I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it. Like, I'm having a pretty good time right now. I am kind of nervous because it's my first video, and again, I'm not very good at communicating, which used to, I used to wonder what was wrong with me sometimes, because I was so bad at it. And like, again, I don't struggle with finding friends or like things like that, so it's not like it. I just wondered what the fuck was up with me sometimes. I don't really have any plan for what colors I am mixing right now either. I'm just doing shit, seeing if it looks good. If it doesn't look good, then just not gonna put it on. Like, it's a little bit of a waste of paint, but you know, it is what it is. I'm kind of doing a dry brushing technique. Last time, like yesterday, I worked on this and I accidentally had a little bit too much of water on, like, it wasn't the dry brush is supposed to be like damp, kinda. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's supposed to be like not wet but not dry either, even though it's called a dry brush. But I think it's called dry because you're not supposed to mix it out with water. And it actually looked pretty good because like the water made it spread out a little bit more, so you got like big pieces of like different types of colored paint, which I thought like looked pretty good, like rock. So I'm trying to do that again, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm thinking right now I'm just putting down like many different types of shades. Can I? Yeah, you don't see this. Yeah, you don't see that. I'm just putting down a ton of different shades, and then I'm gonna do it over to like kind of mix it together. I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen. At least I really hope so. Normally I take maybe, it depends actually. I take a while painting stuff because I want it to look good. What I think is most important when you're painting is not the process, like to do it in the correct order. I just think what is important is that I'm not gonna cut anything. Like, I'm not gonna edit at all. I'm just gonna post what I'm yapping about. But what I think is most important is that you're having fun. Because if you're motivated to do something, but you don't like really like it, you're not going to keep that motivation and you're not gonna enjoy it. So find enjoyment in what you're doing. I think that is important. I don't know what colors to use really. I don't want to do it too light. I want it to stand out a little bit from the Reaver Titan, because the Reaver Titan is white. I enjoy how the Reaver Titan looks right now though. For my thing to have my paints in, I am just using like an old, what are they called? Candles? Yeah, scented candle. Like an old top. I don't know what it's called, like the top of a scented candle that you put on the thing. As you can see, I have a lot of paint in here. Like it is probably a good 3 millimeters of paint in there. I have another one as well. I don't know why I have two of them. I just take one and use it. I mean, it's good if I have a friend over and I'm painting with a friend, to have like your own. Though I don't have that many brushes. I got this one from my girlfriend though, and they have improved my painting a lot. Do I have to talk all the time to keep this interesting? I wonder if I just shut up, it will not be fun anymore. Like, it's not my goal to entertain people really, or to get a lot of viewers, but I don't want it to be boring to watch me. Like, I want to have fun with doing this, and I want, if anyone is interested in watching it, I want them to have fun with watching it as well. I want to keep the rock like a cold color. Like, I don't want it to be like warm, because Lord Solar is, I don't know, I'm bad at judging the warmth of colors, but he is like red and like pretty dark blue, so I assume that he is a kind of warm color. And the Reaver Titan, I don't know either, but it's white, so I assume it's cold. I assume. You shouldn't really assume. I think you should base your views on logic and facts. I think, at least. I try to use statistics, kinda trying, at least, in what I say, because I don't want to be wrong with what I say. Like, it's not like I can't be wrong or I hate being wrong, but I try to not spread misinformation. Like, for example, 87% of statistics are just made up. That is not true. I read it in a comment and they said it was a joke. Or they didn't specifically say this is a joke. They said 87% of statistics are made up. Even this statistic was made up, and I assume it was supposed to be a joke. I thought it was funny, at least. Speaking of jokes, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the idiot's house? I don't know if that one was funny. I'll do another one. Knock knock. The chicken. If you did not understand that, then you are the idiot. That is the point of the joke. I think I've gotten a pretty good color now. I'm gonna use my sponge again for this. I got paint on my thumb. This is my first time using like this type of technique. I do quite like it. It looks quite good actually. I'm gonna try and give you a view real soon. My favorite faction in Warhammer 40k is the Imperial Guard. I just think they look the coolest. Like I also like Star Wars. It doesn't have that much to do with Warhammer 40k, but they're both like sci-fi universes. Though I would prefer to live in the Star Wars universe than the Warhammer 40k universe. I don't know what planet I would want to live on in Star Wars though. Probably Naboo. Naboo seems like a good planet. It's just pretty much like Earth, but maybe a little bit wetter, I guess. And they have some funny people there. Palpatine is from the planet though, so that's like not the greatest representation for Naboo really. But you know, not everyone is perfect. Not every place is perfect. I think you should strive to, like, I have noticed I have said strive more than I do normally in this video. I think you should try. I'm gonna use try now to show that I know more than one word. I think you should always try to do whatever you do perfectly. It isn't like, the point isn't that it is perfect. That I don't think that matters as much as just trying to make it perfect, because when you're trying your best, you're gonna do your best, you know? And you can't try more than trying to do something perfectly. So then you will do it the best you can. And I think that is important, that you try your best. I mixed in a little, way too much black into this. I'm gonna dry brush it a little bit now to create like a little bit of highlights on it. What the fuck? Oh. Yeah, to create a little bit of highlights on it. Then I'm gonna paint, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna show you after I've highlighted it, because then it's gonna look a little bit better. Still too dark. I don't want it too light or too dark. I want it too perfect. I use this because this is better to dry brush with than white. Because with like the white is very like wet, and when you're dry brushing you don't want it to be like too liquidy. You want it like more dry. But if now it just looks too sandy, I think. Fuck, how am I? An alarm went off. I have an alarm on my phone to remind me. I don't need the reminder. I don't actually need the reminder, but I have a reminder to tell my girlfriend that she's the prettiest girl in the world, because I like telling her that. I don't really know why I do have the reminder though. A little bit of dried paint. Like I'm adding a little bit of silver to it to try and shine it up a little bit. Like from what I was talking about, that why rocks are shiny. That is probably basic knowledge though. I assume most people know that already, but this is really just for me to yap and like just talk to myself kinda while I'm painting. I am on the 5th book in the Horus Heresy right now, the Forward Rim one. Warhammer is very like homosexually charged. It was like, I don't know, like 3 pages or something in the book about Ferrus Manus, who is one of the Primarchs, just getting his muscles oiled up. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that segment. Also in like the first one, like the first Horus Rising, there is like again a multiple page part where pretty much, I think it was Garviel Lorcan, like it was the thought of Garviel Lorcan. It's been a while since I was on it, but I think it was his part where he just talks about how fucking handsome Horus is. Like it's like his face looks like it was chiseled out of the most pristine marble, and his eyes were glowing, and he had big muscles, very big. I enjoy it. I don't have anything against it. I think it's more fun than just having like fighting all the time. I'm also like reading a little bit of Gaunt's Ghost. Like I do them like at the same time, because or else I get a little bit bored and it gets like a little bit like too much of the same for me. And like I have explained, I think it's important that you enjoy what you're doing, or else you won't enjoy it, quite obviously. And if you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna do it, and you're not gonna do it as good. And you should always try to do it as good as you can. My favorite legions, it probably sounds like I liked the Emperor's Children the most, but my favorite legion is the Iron Warriors and the Salamanders. Okay, this is looking pretty good, but like I'm talking about, in life you have 3 paths. You're either falling behind, you're staying stagnant, or you're progressing, and you want to progress. Can I turn this camera around? No, I cannot, I think. Then just see here. I am so scared of dropping this shit again. That would be my 3rd time dropping it. Let me reposition the chair there. When I was gonna prime the model, I didn't have it glued on, obviously. I just used a little bit, like I used a little bit of PVA glue instead of the plastic glue, just so that it sits on, but I can like just pull it off again. Apparently it was not enough, because when I was gonna prime it, everything like fell off, and it felt like I live on the 2nd floor. Like there's a staircase outside the building and it goes up to my house. It fell down the whole staircase. So that was fun. It didn't break, and I do not know how it did not break. I was lucky, I guess. I was not as lucky the 2nd time when I was showing my mother, because then it actually broke and I got pretty sad. A little piece of Lord Solar's helmet is also broken, like on the sun halo that he has over his head. But, you know, it is the grimdark universe of Warhammer 40k, so where there is only war, like battle damage, it's battle damage, and he fell down it again. I really do not have the best setup, I realize. I think I said that I either had to choose between you seeing my pretty face or what I'm painting, and I think it's better if you see what I'm painting and a little bit of me, I guess. Probably I should put like some Subway Surfers like on the side here, so that you can focus on it. Internet addiction is bad, man. You shouldn't give kids your tablet, like just a tablet, and then let the tablet raise them. I think kids shouldn't like really have access to the internet. Like access to internet is good. It allows like there's so much learning possibility on the internet. People have never like had as much accessibility to learning. Like what really infuriates me though is that I want a book. Um it's biology by Campbell and like 12 other people. I want to read that book. I want that book. I was like checking online to try and find it for free, pirated. I didn't really find anything good. So I was like, fuck, maybe I should just buy it. It's 700 kroners, which is like, I don't know, it's like 70 to $80. That's the only currency that I can translate it to, because that's the only currency that I know like about how it is. And I'm not gonna Google it because I use my phone to film. I really want like something better though, because I like showing off what I make. I like sharing my creations. Yeah, but I think learning should be free. I don't think they should charge, at least not that much. Like I understand like why it could be so expensive. Like there has been a lot of different authors in it. You gotta pay all the authors. I think the state should pay the authors themselves though, and that people shouldn't have to do that. Or like make it cheaper at least. Like we're already paying taxes, why not just give us free learning at least? I mean, school here is pretty much free though, but like for books and like stuff like that, I think it should just be readily available on the internet. I don't know if I use it. Well, I think today's the day that I kill myself because the alarm went off again because I'm stupid and didn't turn it off. I just put it on. Okay, it's recording. I just put it on the timers that it's like counting down from 9 minutes again. I'm not gonna let it upset me. It's kind of upsetting me. It is kind of pissing me off. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Emotions are important. If we didn't have emotions, we wouldn't really be alive, I think. And for example, like every emotion is important. Like without sorrow, we wouldn't have joy. And the only emotion that's not really good is hate, because I think hate is irrational. Like unlike sorrow and joy, you need one to have the other, but you don't really need hate to love something. Like it is irrational. I think it is very irrational to hate something. Purging yourself of hate is a good thing. I think you shouldn't hate anyone or anything. You can dislike stuff. That is completely fine. I dislike a lot of stuff. I even dislike people. But I don't hate. I can not come up with anything I hate at least. And I think that's good. Something that's also bad with hate is that it overconsumes you. Though it does make you stronger, I guess. Like a Sith Lord. I have like used a little bit metallic. I mixed it with Sandry Dust, which is like a sand color. It's not the color I wanted it to be honest. I might like mix silver with some gold, because metal has like a little bit like gold shine to it, and I want to capture that because this guy, the Reaver Titan, also have some gold on it, and then it will mix or like work well with the Titan and with Lord Solar, because Lord Solar has a lot of gold on him as well. I drink iced coffee. I do not really like the taste of normal coffee. My father used to give me coffee when I was a kid to like, I do not know why he did that. That is extremely bad. Like, it was before I even was in school, so it's like before I was 6 years old even. So yeah, I don't like talking about hate. I don't hate my parents. I don't really love them either. I am indifferent. Yeah, I am indifferent. Like, they used to drink a lot when I was a kid, and I used to beg them to stop. They were like, I am not drunk, but then they're like passed out on the floor, and then I have to try and get them back into their bed. That has happened sometimes. Quite a lot of times. Some of my earliest memories are just of my parents being drunk and me begging them to stop drinking, which it has damaged me maybe a little bit, but I don't really. My father used to call me, my father and my mother do not live together. My father used to call me like every day. He doesn't call me anymore. It's not like I want to talk to him, but I don't want him to be sad either. Same with my mother. Though my mother, like, she also drinks a lot. She has grown better. She's grown better. I'm gonna give her that. Like, I don't see her drunk every day anymore. But like my father, I remember so many times of me like going down the stairs, and then he's just passed out on the sofa. Like, I used to like Legos a lot. I don't really build Legos that much anymore. I like being creative. I like creating stuff because my Lego is at my father's, and I haven't been there this whole year. I have a lot of stuff there that I wish to have back, but I do not want to go there really. Yeah, but I just like remember coming down the stairs, and then like I'm hungry, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make some food, and then when I'm down there, he's just passed out on the sofa. I try to wake him up. He does not. He does kind of wake up, but he's pretty much unresponsive. I don't know how he is now. Like I said, I haven't talked to him. I'm not really the person that calls people that much, like, because I like being, like I've said, on my own. But I hope he's okay though. I want him to get better, but I also, so like some of my views, I disagree with my father a lot on. He's not a bad person. He's not racist. That's not what I mean. But like because I had what I thought to say, but I didn't know if like I thought it sounded like in my head that it was gonna sound like he's racist. He's not. Like, I've never experienced it from him though. I've seen him like talk with black people, Asian people, Latino people, white people even. Isn't that crazy? Arabic people. Like, I don't think he cares. He's just on some topics he's misinformed. I want him to be a good person. I have tried my hardest to like get through to him and make him realize some stuff. But if people are not willing to change, you will not change them. Like, they have to be willing. And he was not, so... Yep. That's that, I guess. Now he's just alone in his house. Probably gonna die alone there if he doesn't do something about that. And especially his drinking. He did stop drinking for like a week. I was like, I'm tired of this. Like, stop drinking or I'm gonna move. He stopped for like a week, like right before I was going to. So I was like, well, that was the deal. Like, our deal was that if he stopped, I didn't. But then he started again. So that just screwed my plans up. Because then I did move, but then I didn't have really the chance to again, like as good of a chance as that. So now I'm just here with my mom. I don't know if my mom has friends. Like, I see her meet people like outside and be like, hello, how's it going? But I never like hear about her going out to like hang out with someone or meet them. She might be like me, where she just enjoys being alone. I don't think there's anything bad in that. I've done some good progress on... Wow, this just got very real. Oh my god. What I was gonna say is I've gotten some good progress on... I've gotten some very good progress on this now. Yeah. You know, life, it is what it is. You just try to make the best out of it. And try to progress a little bit every day. Like, when you wake up, you want to be like a different person. You want to get better, like a little bit better every day. Oh, fuck. I fucked up here. I did kind of save it. You know, happy little accidents. Yeah, like I was talking about, you want to progress and you want to be better, a better person every day. Like, one step is still progress, and one step is better than no steps. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop recording. I'm enjoying recording right now, but I probably recorded for like 40 minutes or something. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this whole thing or if I'm gonna try and like do 2 parts. I don't know. I really do not know. I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going to edit it, so it's probably gonna be quite long. My friend said he was excited to watch this because I told him about me doing this. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, I like this. I just gotta figure out how to give you the best view now. Let's turn it around. This is how it's looking so far. I think it looks pretty good. I made it like I like the like mud here. I like how the mud turned out. I also like the battle damage and like the stretches on the Reaver Titan. Like, especially here, like it looks like a lot of paint have been stretched off. I think that looks good. I had no idea which, like I was looking at it like this and I had no idea like what way it should be, but then I realized that this is a scroll, and then I saw, oh yeah, it's a Reaver Titan. Like, that took me like half a year to figure out. Let me put on the guy now. This is how it's looking so far. I think it looks pretty good. I might do it a little bit like whiter on the cape here, But I think the beige also fits here. I make sticky tack with glue to try and make something for my phone to stand on, so that I could, like, I tried to use this so like that you could see my whole face, but then you couldn't see what I was painting. Here's this guy. I decided to give him a blue, like a blue purity seal there. I normally do red, but I think blue fits much more with him. I'm just gonna show off some stuff that I think I painted pretty good. I like this one. I like the colors on this one at least. Hell yeah. Also this engineer, like they're called combat engineers. I think this one also turned out pretty well. Yep, that's my video. Goodbye.